Hello there YouTube, it's your boy B3 back with another kicking action figure review. Today we are doing the movie monster series Ultraman Anime Season 2 Ultraseven. You can also pass for a Manga Ultraseven, which is more what I have him for because I enjoyed the manga much more than the show. Like Season 1 made some changes that were mostly cosmetic. Season 2 completely different. They're not even remotely the same. But yeah, I do love the designs of these Ultraman armors, though. I think it's a really cool, interesting take on Ultraman. It's refreshing, but also preserves a lot of the stuff that we love about Ultraman. And Seven is a very serious character. They call this like the Ultraman suit, like 7.0. So he's not really called Ultra 7, but they might call him 7 or just Dan. But he's pretty cool. He does come with a tag. My tag's pretty beat up, but I don't really mind. There he is. His animator doll. Ultraman Anime Season 2 Movie Monster Series. Legal stuff. And then the figure itself is pretty cool. Articulation has 360 on the arms. Yep. And then the waist doesn't move. You thought it would, didn't you? I did too when I got him. The waist doesn't move. That sucks. I don't see why not. Like, I actually don't see why not. But you do what you gotta do. The paint is fine. He actually has more paint on the back than you would probably expect from a modern movie monster series figure. I think for a cheap kid's toy from Japan, this is pretty good. If you want the highest quality possible, there is a figure art, but it's much older now, and will cost you a pretty penny. There's a couple different versions of it, but it'll cost you a pretty penny, I think, now. Oh well, I'm actually happy with these. I have the figure arts Bimular, but I'm actually fine with these movie monster series-wise. The sculpt is pretty good, though. I think the sculpt is really good. These outfits kind of make it look like either their heads are really scrunched up in there or just super tiny, but that's more of the character design, I guess. Like, see, it's kind of like that on... It's like, how does your head completely fit in there comfortably? It doesn't look like it could. Oh, well. Oh, well. Anyway, now let's get into size comparisons. Here he is with the anime Ultraman. I like to call him Ultraman Shinjiro most of the time. And they scale pretty perfectly together. I think that's really nice. And he works well with 6-inch figures in his own line, which is really all you can ask for. But if you want to compare him with a different franchise, let's pop Ultraman away. Here's the movie monster series Kaiju number 8. That's a fight I'd pay to see. Kaiju number 8's a little taller, but I think that works out. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. No waist articulation on him either, unfortunately, but I have reviewed Ultraman Shinjiro from the anime and Kaiju number 8. That's fun. That's nice. Now how about some Ultras? Here is the 2009 all-new, quote-unquote, Ultra Hero Series Hunter Knight Tsurugi. If this was a human-sized Hunter Knight, I think that would work, but of course he's giant-sized. I'm just saying, if you want to pretend he's human-sized or pretend he's giant-sized, or just see how they would look next to each other in your display, that's that. Alright, let's yoink ya. Then we, of course, have SH Figure Arts. I do have a Figure Arts Ultraman review coming soon as well. Just gotta get a lot of stuff situated first. Anyway, here he is with the SH Figure Arts Ultraman Orb Origin figure, who is a decent bit shorter than he is. Oh well, you know, it could be worse. That's fine. I can live with it, I decided. Anyhow, let us move on to the next Ultra. Then there's also the Spark Doll Scale Ultras. Here is the Ultra Hero Series Orb Thunder Breaster, who is just much smaller than him. Much smaller. But we also have another articulated line, the Ultra Action figure Ultraman Zero Beyond. A little shorter as well. Oh well. Let's pop you out of there. And now I think it's time for some Daikaiju. Here he is with the Ultra Monster Series 500 Zeragus Spark Doll. Not the best. But he is Movie Monster Series, so let's show him with a Movie Monster Series. Here he is with the Bandai Japan Godzilla -1. Now that's a fight I'd watch. Of course, this would be more of a Kaijin-sized Godzilla -1, but I could roll with that, eh? I mean, it worked for Red King. It did. I also want to show him with something that's kind of between humanoid and more animal-y kaiju-y. Here he is with the Titanic Creations Pulgazari. Ah, that's really cool scaling, actually, quite factually. Zoom out just a little. That's cool. I'd watch that fight. Faux show, yo. And then, before we go, I gotta show him with a dino. Here's the Papo Gorgosaurus. That's a little weird looking. Let's pull him out. And last but not least, I want to show him with some other Toku heroes. So typically, I don't show Ultraman figures when I review other Tokusatsu heroes like Kamen Riders, Power Rangers, Super Sentai characters, etc. Because they don't scale well together. I mean, Ultraman is a giant, after all. He fights kaiju, typically not kaijin. I mean, there's plenty of seijin, but kaijin are a bit rarer for him. But since these guys stay human-sized, that's actually a pretty great opportunity to compare him with some human-sized Henshin heroes. And I am going to take full advantage of that. First up, Super Sentai. Here is the Sentai Hero Series 2 Kaiser. He's a little taller than Dan Moriboshi, but not so much that it's like unbelievable. Like, that's a normal human height discrepancy. And then next up, how about the tiny little Poppy Magishine here? Oh, he's way too small. But if this guy, I mean, they would have worked. If we had him in this size, that would have worked fine. But alas, nay, did it work. So let's pop the Sentai away. And of course, those are just soft vinyls. Next up, we'll do Kamen Rider. Here is the Rider Hero Series. Kamen Rider Zeo Forze armor. I'm a big Forze fan, and these armors do make him really bulky, so the bulkiness can be forgiven. It's a big spacesuit. It's armor over his normal Kamen Rider suit, so it's fine. And then we need to compare him with a lady, this time from a Power Rangers line. Here is the Power Rangers Lightning Collection in Space Pink Ranger, who I also think works. Yeah, so these other 6-inch vinyls and some Power Ranger figures like the Lightning Collection are gonna work with him. So if you want an Ultraman that can fight alongside Kamen Riders and Power Rangers and Sentai heroes, you can suspend your disbelief. There are also many Ultramen capable of shrinking, by the way. Shrinking and growing at will. That's a power that many of them have. But, you know, if you just want human-sized Toku heroes in your display, but you do want an Ultraman in there, this could work. I, however, am not as picky. Actually, this guy will probably be with my giant Ultraman, to be completely honest. So, what are my final thoughts on the Ultraman Anime Season 2 Bandai Japan Movie Monster Series Ultraseven, aka Ultraman Armor 7.0? He's pretty cool. I think for a cheap Japanese toy, he's good quality. I got him for like $7. Yeah, $7. I don't know why he was so cheap, but I've looked him over. He seems pretty legitimate. Like, he doesn't seem like a knockoff or anything. Same quality plastic as my Shinjiro. I like him a good bit. Yeah, if you don't want to pay out the ass for an SH figure art, this guy is pretty cool and nice for the price. So that is it. Thank you all very much for your support. Please remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. Check out all the cool links down below. We also sell figures in our physical store and on our eBay page. But that is it. Thank you all once again, and I'll see you all next time. Bye for now.